read that tarot. Read that tarot all night. That's what we do. I want to use the Hobbit tonight. Hobbit Tarot is on the list. Slow Tarot, Hermetic Tarot, not so much. Dreaming Way, Pre-Raphaelite, and the Universal Celtic. In fact, I think we're going to start with the Universal Celtic. It has been a while. Brianna, I'm glad you found your AirPods. Such a good news. CM, hello. What's going on? Liz, what is going on? How is everyone doing? I'm getting all my card decks prepared that I want to use tonight. Marie, can I get a reading? Throw out a question, Marie. Ave, hello. Gracia, hello as well. And let's see, Liz. Kayla, welcome. How are you today, Kayla? I'm doing fantastic. Well, I'm done with work. I need to go buy an iron. All right, that's what I'm going to do tomorrow is get an iron. You see all these wrinkles? We got a wrinkle issue over here. I need to get an iron. I do not own an iron because I'm a single dude, and that's just not on my priority list. Ola, what's going on? That's funny. You already have a like. Okay, well, that's better than a dislike, I guess. Angela, hello. Nexus, what's going on? Denise, hey, how are you? Denise, did you get your deck today? I think it said delivered Thursday. Delivers Thursday. Today is Thursday, so I'm just checking. Tia, welcome. What's going on? They like the first second of the show. You know, I mean, Sim, the first second of the show is actually the best part of the show. I'm just saying, the first 1 or 2 seconds of the show is it. I'm watching April update at the same time. There you go. What is up? Katie and Marby. Hello, how are you doing? Let's see. Good, glad you're doing good too. Indeed. Hello from Colorado, Lisa McNeil. Well, hello back from Texas. We're not that far off. Well, I have a baby soon. Love the background. Eden, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see, who will I date next? Hello, are you interested in my love life? And general reading, Ola. Okay, let's see, who will you date next? Tia, let's find out about the whole dating thing. There you go. What is subscriber? What is that? Oh, that's that garbage from yesterday that didn't work. Let me delete that completely. Okay, all right, so let's try this. You're watching from Greece. Greece is the word. Greece is the word. Oh, I got it. Practically stalked the mailman. Awesome. That's funny. That's too funny. Show the mailman what it is. Be like, what is that? One of my favorite claws. Love the cap of reading. Okay, so what was that? General reading. Who will I date? Okay, so Tia, want to know who will I date next? Here you go. Who will I date next? Let's figure that out. Who will you date next? What kind of properties would they have? Maybe we'll get a court card. Tell you a little bit about the personality. We're using the Universal Celtic or Celtic. You know, it depends on how you would like to pronounce it. I think my camera needs to come out here more and then sort of aim in. Come out here and then aim in. There we go, like that. I think that looks much better. All right. So this is the Universal Celtic or Celtic. And that is my tarot tower, by the way. Everybody loves that tarot tower. Marion is back. Is Marion cheating on me with Ruth? Kristen loves the cloth. See, the cloth is a hit. The cloth is a hit. I got it off of Etsy. General reading, please, 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 please. So, yeah, it is a... I should just make my own cloth, but... I don't have a sewing machine. I don't have an iron. I don't have a sewing machine. I just, I just hope for the best from day to day. I don't have any of the basic supplies that most people do. I don't have any furniture either, oddly. Cherie, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. We'll check that out after we get this one done. My furniture consists of the Costco 6-foot tables that you put out in the yard. I got those, and that's my furniture, other than a couch. So I got a couch, and I got Costco 6-foot tables. And that's pretty much all I have for furniture. And that suits me just fine. Well, that really blends in. That really does blend in. So Tia, who are you going to date next? The King of Swords stands out here. Let's talk about the King of Swords first. The King of Swords is very divisive. They know what they want. They know how to get it, and they know where it is. They don't delay. They just go and they accomplish. But they're an amazing communicator because they are the King of Swords, right? They are an amazing communicator, and they're able to communicate what they need, what they want. They're able to sort of just rope you in with their personality and just get you all excited. The Costco chair. No. Oh, yeah, that's right. I got the Costco chair. That's true. And then all these are Costco tables, as you saw from anyway. Mary, hello. How's it going? But they know what they want. They know how to get it, and they know where to get it. And they're very good communicator. They rope you into their personality, and they're very excitable as well. But I mean, not too much so. They're like a little bit of an adventure, but they're not too much into just getting out and going along. I think their main thing is they just want someone that they can bounce off ideas off of. They want someone that they can get some planning done. Someone that they can relax with after work. They don't really have too many demands, so that's sort of the personality you're looking for. The Six of Pentacles also said they're very giving person as well. The Six of Pentacles is a giving. The Six of Pentacles also has sort of this children aspect with it as well, because I read that in a couple of books. They're talking about the children aspect of the Six of Pentacles, because you're sort of giving, or you're sort of, handing out money in some respects, but it talks about kids. So they could want kids. It could be looking at a family type person. The Three of Wands, they definitely have a goal in mind. They're definitely sort of career oriented. And the Two of Swords, they do have a bit of a downtime. They have a bit of a they don't like a ton of conflict, right? The Two of Swords, peace. They don't like a ton of conflict. They want to sort of get things done and get things mitigated and get things worked out. And they're not too focused on having drama and having too much spice. Everybody likes a little spice. Denise likes it. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, the videos and book. Okay, yeah, Denise, I got the new video today that talks about all of that stuff. That Denise is scaring the mailman. There you go. Mila, hello. How's it going? All right. So speaking of mailman, we had Mr. Maurice yesterday is actually a mail person. So that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I like him. He's always, I don't know, he doesn't say much, but he has concise questions. He knows exactly what he wants. He comes in to get the info that he needs. And I really like that. And I don't know, just psychically, I just think that this is just an amazing person. I haven't interacted with the guy other than, he asks a question and gives me feedback, but I don't know why. I just really like him. There's something, like if I met him on the street, he'd be like one of my best friends, I think. All right. Am I going to reconcile or get divorced? Well, let's find out about that. Tia, well, good luck with all that, Tia. Let's figure it out. Now that we have a reading, let's do that. Let's do the Thoth. We need to break in the Thoth this morning, tonight. We need to break in the Thoth. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. Look at that Night Reader Tarot. Good evening, Larry. How are you doing? So you could give them a love reading. Oh, we got like butterflies and clovers and hearts and sunflowers and roses. It's an exciting time. Everybody's using all the cool looking stuff. That is awesome. All right. I'm in such a good mood just because I'm reading tarot. I don't know why. Like I'll be in a terrible mood and I come in here and start reading tarot. I'm in an amazing mood. Look at this. What is the deal? I swear I'm good at shuffling. I promise I'm good at shuffling. Let's try a standard riffle since the overhand is going to be a butt to us today. That's just how it works out. Anyway, so Denise. So Sherry, not really Sherry. Am I going to reconcile or get divorced? Let's take a look at this. Get a couple of extra cards here and see about how all that's going to go. Hopefully we'll get a pretty clear answer. We did get an extra card there that we don't need. And I'll put that away and move this over here. And I need to buy an iron tomorrow. Tomorrow is Buy Iron Day. Buy an Iron Day. Not Iron Man, but Buy an Iron Day. Whoa. Whoa. And whoa. Okay, this is going to be a fun one. All right. Let's go through this. Basically, I think you're going to reconcile. We're looking at a reconciliation, but we need to sort of scan this and dive deep in that. You don't read the jumpers. I sometimes do. Not all the time, but sometimes. I had, I don't know, I just had like 3 jumpers. I didn't want to make my the tarot reading consist of all the 3 jumpers. Okay, anyway, I see reconciliation. So let's talk about why I see reconciliation. So the Magician, I think that you are sort of in charge here. It's almost like that something happened to where you have the ability to be in charge here. And something happened that wasn't to your liking. I'm not really sure who caused it in the first place, or who brought up the big divorce word, or whatever like that. I'm not sure who caused the initial thing, or somebody had, but there's like this issue that just sort of crept up, and it was something that couldn't be ignored. And the issue had to move forward, and the issue had to cause something to take place. The Magician says that you have the ability to sort of fix this through communication. And we're talking about Mercury here. Mercury at the wings of Hermes. Mercury's talking about communication and talking about getting things back in place. And all of a sudden, this particular deck, the Magician sort of juggling things. You don't really see that for the most part. I mean, you do see the Batelier has some juggling things on the table, but not actually juggling. But anyway, but the Magician is sort of doing this juggling aspect with this ethereal power, with all the tools, being the master of the tools. I think you have the ability to do that. And I think that you have more control than the other person over this particular situation, based upon the Magician being the first card here. 2 of Cups, obviously just universal, Venus in Cancer. It's the love card. It's a love card for good reason. The water is flowing. The water is pure. We have sunlight sort of trickling into the water in the background, and we have a nice flow with a lot of sort of sensual aspects of the water itself. So it's all about getting that back, or getting things back to where they need to be, and getting things restored. Venus has the ability to do that. Cancer is very family oriented, and it's very concentrated sort of aspect that we can sort of get into with that particular side, right? The Chariot being upside down means not moving. Maybe we're not moving away. Maybe we're not moving out. Getting divorced, moving through that process may not be beneficial for us now, because the Chariot is upside down. Now, you do notice, and everybody's going to tell me about this, that the Wheel of Fortune is upside down. Everybody's going to ask me, well, what about the Wheel of Fortune and Science being upside down? Well, first off, Science does point to, indeed, a movement aspect. So you have another movement card, the 6, not in this particular deck, but if you look at the Rider-Waite-Smith, you have the movement aspect sort of reversed here. We have another movement aspect reversed here. Now, the wheel being reversed. Now, all I preach all day long is the Wheel of Fortune is your day-to-day activities. The day-to-day activities, what comes around goes around. As things come around that were there before, they come around again. We have a lot of cyclic cycles type feel. The same thing with the Moon, but the Wheel of Fortune is more of a steady roll of that. The Moon is a very quick jumper, fairly quick. I keep reading the jumper question from Katie. The Moon is a very quick movement-oriented thing. It's a very fast spinner. Wheel of Fortune, not so much. Wheel of Fortune has a bunch of various aspects and various symbols that are coming around and going around. In other words, it's more complex and has more depth to it. But in this particular case, being reversed means that you're not really going to get back to the day-to-day thing, because now you have almost this distrust, or now you have this cloud lingering over, but you have to get that cloud and you have to fix it. Luthien, hello, how's it going? And beautiful Sun, welcome. Hey, how's it going? So you have to fix that. You can't get back to normal. You're going to have to get back to something that's new normal, and you have to create that yourself. Is that going to be easy? No. Tosh, hello, how's it going? But it's something that is possible. Now, Science upside down, again, points to, like, you're not going to be able to get this right away. It's going to take some planning. It's not going to be a natural thing. And again, we're talking Rider-Waite-Smith. We're talking the people in the boat. The people in the boat are riding away to something better. Now, that's important. If I see Science, if I see the people riding the boat, your standard everyday 6 of Swords, if you look at the definitions for that, a lot of them say that they're riding to a better place. That's why they look sad. They're coming from a sad place. They're going to a better place. If that was right side up, I'd sort of be leaning again to leaving. If the Chariot was right side up, I'd sort of be going towards leaving. If the Two of Cups wasn't here, I would be going towards getting a divorce. Everything here says don't get a divorce. I mean, I'm just saying, entertainment purposes only, but we have a ton of cards, all of which are pointing to don't leave, stay. We have this one, and this one, and that one. This one is sort of a mix, whatever, I don't care. But you have overwhelming evidence to staying, working it out, but obviously that's not going to be easy. The trust is hurt, the trust is injured, but it is possible to fix things. Anyway, long reading, but that's the only question we got for now. Okay, so let's look. Anyway, good luck with that, Sherry, and let me know how all that works out. Please give me a general reading. Aries. Well, hello, Aries. Makes my good too every night. Indeed, you don't read the jumpers. No, we cheer you up. There you go. You cheer me up with all this good stuff. Oh, Haiti, what's going on? What does Charles want from me? He is getting on my nerves. He needs to go away. Well, let's check that out and find out what CS wants. Thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. What does CS want from me? Real simple Earth Jada. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, by the way, I'll put a link in the description after the stream. Not now. After the stream, I'll put a link in the description and let you know where to get the cloth. Because that is a popular cloth, I got to say. People love this cloth. And for good reason. I love it too. I almost didn't buy it. I mean, I have to admit, I almost did not buy it. Liz, thank you for hanging out then. I appreciate that. Because it's so contrasty that I was worried about the cards being able to be seen on it, but and it does actually sort of hurt the cards a little bit, but not enough to where I'm like, okay. Speaking of let's do Ciro Marchetti, and Shaker has me all excited. Wolfie Baby Doll, hello, how's it going? I need to make Wolfie a mod. Wolfie a mod. Let's see, add moderator. There you go. Wolfie, it's so good to see you. I appreciate you hanging out with us. So I do want to, Haiti, thank you for another donation. When is I miss him so much. We'll check that out in just a minute. For now, we'll do the Encore Tarot. Here we go. Indeed, Emily says that reading cloth is indeed very pretty. I do enjoy this cloth. After the stream, I'll put a link in the description where you can get it. It was on Etsy. It cost me, I think, $15. I think it was $15. So it's pretty good. And it comes double layered. So you can, the layer that's behind the cloth, you can have that be silk or satin, or you can have it be cotton. I did cotton because I just wanted it to be cheap, I didn't want to spend like a Ciro Marchetti type. If I'm going to buy a Ciro Marchetti priced cloth, I'm going to buy one from Ciro Marchetti. So, I'm just saying, like Shaker was talking about yesterday, all those pretty Ciro things. I do love me a pretty Ciro cloth. There you go. Well, Wolfie, anybody that's moderator somewhere else, I'll just make a moderator here. Because, you already earned it somewhere else, and God bless you for hanging out with me here. All right, so what does CS want from me? So, CS CS wants a bit of action, and then CS wants to go away. So we have a death. So CS is looking at some change. CS wants to get something back. So CS seems to have something that they want. They want to get it back. They had it before and they want to get it back. The Empress says that not necessarily a family because the Eight of Wands is immediately afterwards. So if you get, let's say, the Empress, and we're thinking, okay, maybe this person wants a family, maybe this person wants a relationship or something long term, but you have the Eight of Wands afterwards, and then you have the Seven of Swords afterwards, you're looking at getting away, and getting away quickly. So they want a relationship, and then they want to get away fairly quickly, it seems. So Death says that they want something back that they had before. And in other words, they had this, maybe a relationship with you in the past, or they know you from somewhere, or they have sort of something going on and they want something back that they had before. Death points to that. The Empress, again, they want that Andrea, hello, how's it going? They want that family feel, or they want that little quickie relationship, the Empress, that nice, to where you have the true relationship, you have the relationship that you really enjoy. Normally, that's going to be a great card. Mystic Cats, hello, how's it going? Normally, you have this exciting possibilities of the Empress, and if this was by itself, if this was followed by the Lovers, if this was followed by the Two of Cups, we'd be all excited about it. But it's followed by two cards that say, let's get out of here quickly. So it seems like a hit it and quit it type of feel here. So the Empress followed by not only one, but two, let's get out of here cards. So either an extremely short-term relationship, maybe 1 night, 2 nights, something like that, but then they want to just get out and go away. So they want to exit stage left. Exit stage left. Witty screen name, hello, what is going on? How are you doing? Okay, so then Haiti want to know, Jay coming to see me. Let's check that out. And let's see, what's a good J deck? Do you want to do the, I do want to do, I know we just did Thought, and so everybody's going to say this is redundant, but I do enjoy a Rosetta Tarot. I do enjoy it indeed. I love the Rosetta Tarot. It puts me in a better, I'm already in a fantastic mood, but the Rosetta Tarot puts me even in a better mood. I don't know how that's possible. I don't know how that is even possible. But, so they want to hit it and quit it again. Indeed. Do the hit it twice and quit it twice. That is a lot of decks indeed. That's what she said. That is a lot of decks. See, this is called just tarot, just a tarot therapy. Tarot therapy. You just get near it. All you need to do is you just get near the tower, and the vibration, and the vibration alone just puts you in a good mood. You're instantly in a good mood. Obviously, you have to cover this up with a towel before or after you leave, so it doesn't get like dust magnet. But other than that, I think it's good. Anyway, and if you like that, Andrea, if you like the Tarot Tower, I have a video on how to make it. Can you believe, Andrea, can you believe, I'm being serious, it only costs $20 to make that? It costs $20. That's it, $20. And it's easy, and it only takes like 2 hours. So if you're interested, there's a video, free video on my site. Hit that subscribe button so you can get weird videos like how to make a tarot tower. I mean, I'm just saying, you want to learn about the echoes of nature deck. I mean, Andrea, look at this. See, I made this, Andrea. I made these cards. These are my paintings. That's not a squirrel. That's an actual painting that I did. And you can learn how to draw this on my Patreon. You can also get art lessons and stuff like that on the channel. See, look at that. Anyway, see, look at that. Pretty cool. I mean, I'm just saying, this is a place to be. This is the channel to be subscribed to. So there you go. Anyway, back to a regularly scheduled programming. Haiti wants to know about Jay coming over. Jay coming to see me. Whee! There we go. All right, Jay coming to see me. The Magician, they're not prepared quite now. They're not prepared quite now. The Prince of Cups, they don't have that loving feeling. The Prince of Cups is a very emotional card, and you would think that they have that. I mean, they have that loving feeling. They just don't have that loving feeling right now. We have the Princess of Swords, which is just this wanting to communicate when they want to communicate. They're not in the mood to communicate right now. They're not in the mood to come over right now. They have other things that they're busy with. They don't want to do it right now. The Magician, they have other factors that are taking them away from being with you. They have other things that are taking them away from being with you. So you're looking at a delay here just from the reading. They're looking at a delay. I would say a couple of weeks. You're looking at a delay. The Prince of Cups being they don't have that love of feeling. The Virtue, it seems that they don't have a pathway there, or something's blocking them. Something's taking up their time. Something is making them sort of not be able to do that. The Princess of Swords talks about that the communication is just not there right now. It's difficult to get going with that because they don't have the power that they need. The Magus being upside down points to just not having that ability, not having that power. So I'm looking at about 2 weeks. So I would say 2 weeks. So, be prepared for not this weekend, probably, maybe not next weekend, maybe the week after that. But yeah, you're looking at probably a 2 week period right there to sort of get through that and get started with that. But anyway, Positive Always, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Positive Always wants to know something. What does Positive Always wants to know? Does E truly love me, as he says? Well, he said it, so it must be true. It must be true. Whoa. Does E truly love me? I hope so. Do they sing to you? Do they sing the Lionel Richie song Truly to you? If they do that. So, everybody was irritating me about using this deck the last time. And I said, okay, we'll use the Victorian Romantic Tarot this time. We're going to use it because, everybody, I saw you on Jen's Live a few months back, but I couldn't remember. I remembered when you flashed your deck. Okay. Real Simple Earth Jada. There you go. By the way, the Echoes of Nature deck, I only have 14 left. So if you're interested, it is on Etsy. Obviously, search for the Echoes of Nature. I have 14 decks, and then it will be out of print for the rest of your life. So if you like the deck, I would recommend you get it now, because it's not going to be around after that. There is no version 2. There is no phase 2. There is no second printing. It is going into the trash bin. I'm backing it up somewhere, then I'm taking it off my drive. Then I'm moving on to the next project, which I have some ideas. Oh, somebody said love screen. Wolf has been here. Wolf knows. Wolf knows all of my screens. Wolf knows the love screen. Wolf knows the job screen. Wolf knows all of that stuff. In fact, Wolf, I actually do have a, let's see. So what do we got? We got the Lenormand screen. That is Lenormand. We got the green screen, which is a Lenormand, but it has the green screen stuff. We got the standard screen. Then we got the job screen, and then we got the intermission screen. And let's see. So anyway, let's see. Now we're back at the love screen. All right, so I get the love screen, and I put it in the middle. So now you have the two sides there. Vicky, hello. How is it going? So good to see you. Vibe, High in Sunshine. Hello, what is going on? Oh, look, the love screen has the Q. The love screen has the Q. There you go. So here's your Q. So in case you're wondering, what's the Q? There it is right there. So you can see who's next, but it's reversed. Can I fix that? Can I make it not reversed? Can I make it in the standard order? Let's see. Font settings, visual settings, member super chat. I want super chat, donations merge. I just want super chat. Visual settings, crisscross, show animation speed, keep events history, flip X. Is that it? No. Flip X. Okay, and then I can move it. Oh, no, I'm not able to move it. Anyway, that's it. Okay, now Life Path, hello, how's it going? I'm fiddling with stuff on there. Anyway, Positive Always wants to know, does E truly love me like they said? The King of Pentacles. Ooh, that is not bad. The King of Pentacles is pretty picky about what they do. Cynthia, hello, how is it going? Let's about you and Michael. There you go. Let's see, look at it in the mirror. Yeah, there you go. All right, well, Cynthia, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Now I'm kind of curious if this thing is going to be okay. If I put it there, I think it'll be okay. There we go. I need to make a lot of changes so you can see who's coming up next. Anyway, so now you can see who's coming up next. The Tarot Magician is here. Oh, my God. What's going on, Tarot Magician? It's good to see you. Renee, what's up? So the King of Pentacles. Oh, the Kayla, hello. Thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Can you please make Wolf Murray, a mod there too. Okay. All right. The whole channel's a mod. There, everybody's a mod. There we go. Wolf Murray, congratulations. The King of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. So do they really, truly love you? The Two of Pentacles says they do have some other priorities. They do have some other things. Does the deck come with a book you showed? The book is an extra $15. And here's what the book looks like. So the book looks like this. You can see the book on my videos on the course. It includes a bunch of extra stuff. So the book is an extra 15. So it does not come with the deck. So I think the total, if you get all of it, it's like 60 something for everything. Anyway. All right. Do they truly love me? Are they epically in love with me? The King of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. The King of Pentacles says that they're pretty picky about what they want. They definitely know what they want, and they want it the way that they want it. They're pretty peculiar as far as trying to get things in place, get things in order. And the King of Pentacles is all about having things in order. They do want things to be in a certain cycle or a certain place. So they're sort of picky about that. Maybe leaning towards OCD. I wouldn't say too much, but they do like what they like. And you're not really going to be able to change that. The Nine of Cups is a very, very good card. If you're asking if they truly love you, the Nine of Cups says they do have that attachment. They do have that love within there. The Two of Pentacles says they're sort of juggling things at the moment. They may have other priorities. You may not be their only priority. I'm not saying other people. I'm just saying other priorities. In other words, could be looking at work. Maybe they have some hobbies. Maybe they have some family issues. Maybe they have some other things. The Two of Pentacles says they have a couple of earthly things that they're sort of trying to juggle and trying to get going and trying to figure out. The Four of Cups, they do have a lot of things that they are conflicted about emotionally, so maybe they do have some conflicting things. We see a couple of conflicting things card, but as far as truly love you, I don't see anything that would say no. I just see that this is more complex than a yes or no question to do they really love you. Does that make sense? So, real simple, Earth, you can also get 15% off with Echoes coupon. So, but they do have a passion for you. They do want a relationship. The Nine of Cups definitely says that. They want a relationship in their own manner, in their own time. They do want a bit of level of control about that. They are sort of picky in these regards. You're not going to be able to get their 100% soul attention. They have other things that they're sort of doing. They have other things affecting them, both emotionally and sort of physically. A couple of things could be work, could be a bunch of different things. But yes, they do love you. But again, it's more complex than a simple yes or no question. Does that make sense? It's hard to do a simple yes or no question when you have that level of complexity. If I would have the Two of Cups and then the Lovers and then the Four of Wands, I mean, that would be just, absolutely. They love you. They've loved you all your life. But I just don't see that combination. Anyway, so Vibe. So now we can see sort of who's in queue. So you can see Vibe is next, and then Cynthia, and then Kayla. So there we go. So I like this, but I need to find a way where it doesn't take up a large portion of the screen. Not sure how to do that. Maybe I'll figure it out. Anyway. All right. Angie, that would be cool. Yeah, Nurse Tarot. There you go. I thought about making a pandemic tarot, and I still might. It'll be immediately banned, so I need to wait. What is coming from me in love? But I would like to get painting again and do some more paintings. Make it like an original Rider-Waite. I'm just saying, that would be kind of fun. Okay, so what is coming towards me in love? And for this, we could use the Anna K Tarot. Wow, I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. We could use the Anna K Tarot. Anna K is such a lovely one. And I'm not sure why that one's still up there, but we need to swap it with Anna K. Here we go. All right. Wolfie, hello indeed. What's going on? I got another runner here. I got another card that is trying to just leap out. It's trying to leap out and escape tonight. Why do you need to escape tonight? Oh, there you go. Order some paints. Be there in a couple of weeks. There you go. What are you going to paint, Tarot Magician? Are you going to paint up a tarot deck? Because that is quite the large project. Quite the large project, I gotta say. I just like oil paints. I like oil paints. All right. So let's figure this out and see how it goes. I'm going to put it back. All right. Let's figure this out and see how it goes. So we're looking at what is coming for me in love. The King of Wands. So we do have a potential partner coming for you in love. So let's talk about that. This is actually a shorter person than what you're accustomed to. This is not going to be exactly the most tallest person that you've encountered. More of a bit of a shorter person, not just an extremely short person, just a little bit shorter person than what you're accustomed to, what you're used to as far as this goes. But you do have a person coming in. Let's talk about their personality. The King of Wands is very, very sort of an Aries feel. They want to get things done quick. But sometimes an Aries will just leap into a situation not being quite prepared for it or fully being prepared for it. But, not all the time. But this is sort of an Aries combination to where they definitely know where they're going. They know what they want to do. They planned it out. And they have that sort of that 5-year plan thing going. Jezebel, hello. How's it going? And Fairy Wren, good evening. How are you? Angie, anybody else join? I think we're good. So, but they do want what they want, and they're very focused on getting some accomplishments or getting things done. So you're going to sort of compete with that a little bit, but that is good that someone has drive and motivation. They have a pretty steady job. Everybody loves the king, especially when it comes to having a job and whatnot. So the Six of Swords, you have a couple of weird combinations here, one of which is the Six of Swords points to leaving for a better place, or we're on a mission, we're on a move. I think you end up having this being a long distance relationship. I say this because of the Six of Swords and the barrier here. We've talked about barriers in my complete tarot course. Link, hit subscribe and search for a complete tarot course and you'll find mine. It's got like 500,000 freaking views. I think it's pretty popular. So the Six of Swords into this barrier. They're riding into this better place. They're moving along into this better place, and they're just bumping into this barrier. That means that there's a long-distance relationship. By the way, long-distance relationship. So I think it turns out as a long-distance relationship. I think it formulates into something better, more pronounced, more stable. And I say that because the Page of Pentacles, if you watch my video, subscribe, watch my video about the pages, which just came out day before yesterday. Talk about the earthy earth. So the Page of Pentacles wants stability. They want a relationship, and they're willing to move. They're willing to get things done. They're willing to negotiate that out and such. But again, long-distance relationship with somebody that's very driven, somebody that likes a lot of action and adventure is going to be kind of difficult because it's kind of strange to sort of get a slice of their time sometimes. But, there is that. There is that. You got to check it out. Been gone from YouTube. Yeah, Tarot Magician. So what paints are you? You're starting an Oracle deck. That's perfect. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I got Tarot Magician. I'll give you a link to my painting videos where you can see me paint some of my cards if you want. So you can get an idea. I don't know if you're using oil paint or acrylic, but I use both. Anyway, or you use watercolor. I do not use watercolor for any of those. All right, so CR wants to know, M and me. All right, so M and me. Should I expect anything else to happen with me and Michael, or should I just move on my life and forget Michael? Okay, Antonella, what is going on? So good to see you. So let's figure out about you and Miguel, and we can do that with the slow tarot. It has been a minute since I've used a slow tarot. It has been a minute. That is the slow tarot, by the way. All right, painting videos. You have watercolor and gouache. Okay, well, my painting videos are going to be completely useless to you. No, actually, I do have some watercolor video on making the Empress, but it was terrible quality. Anyway, Annie Law, what's going on? Yeah, watercolor is so... I just don't like. I'm not a fan of watercolor. I mean, let's admit it now. I'm going to break out some oil paints. Just a personal preference thing. But I do love some oil paints for sure. I need to install a screen door in my back door so I can have the window open, or I can have the door open when I do my oil painting sessions. But I would like, okay, so Tarot Magician, here's what I want to do. I want to do the original Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but I want to do it with oil paints. So basically I want to make an oil painting of that and use my own colors. You know what I'm saying? So this would be a bit different. It would look a bit more realistic. And so the dress would look a little bit more interesting and whatnot, but the same design would be here, but it wouldn't be an exact copy. It wouldn't be an exact copy, but it would be an oil painting. Anyway, I was thinking about doing that. That's a lot of work. Maybe I'll make one or two and try it out and see how that goes. I don't know. So let's see. Any insights on what's coming up for me? So Cynthia wants to know about Michael. Should I move on? Should I move on or should I stop? Should I stay or should I go now? The 8 of Swords is an interesting one. The Hermit says you should go and give up. 4 of Wands. That doesn't jive exactly with the Hermit. And the 3 of Wands as well. So let's take some water and let's figure it out. All right. So the 4 of Wands, you're trying to build something with this person. You're trying to build something with this person. Should I expect anything else to have with me in Microsoft Moon? But you're having some difficulty. You're having some difficulty. It's almost like they're completely disconnected from the process. So Cynthia, it seems that we're trying to build something with this person. We're trying to build a future. It's almost like we're trying to get something started. We're trying to get something moving and trying to get something motivated with this. The 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands is traditionally a home card, right? But in this particular thing and in many definitions, you're looking at the 4 of Wands being a building process or building up of a stability, building up of a relationship. And sometimes that could be good or bad. But it seems that that process was interrupted by the 3 of Wands, or sort of almost like somebody is either not available or somebody is having problems being available or we're having some blockages getting things done. It just seems like that there's a lot of problems here and more than one. It's not like there's one particular problem that's coming out. It seems we have a huge disconnect. The 3 of Wands, we have that distance between us and this other person, and we're trying to get that distance drawn back in. It could be a mental distance, an emotional distance, could literally be a physical distance, but it seems to be this sort of this distance that's blocking the 4 of Wands house from being built or blocking from things from sort of happening. The Hermit says you do feel alone a lot of times. It's like that there's the blockages are causing you to sort of feel like, you know, I'm a bit alone. I don't feel like I'm in a relationship sometimes. I feel like that I'm not getting what I want, and the person is maybe promising stuff, but it's just not accomplishing anything. But the Hermit, you have that alone feel, and you feel alone, which you should never do in a relationship. And that's sort of reinforced by the 8 of Swords, where we're surrounded and helpless. So there's a bit of helplessness between this, like you can't get anything done. No matter what you try, no matter what you do, it's just not working the way you want it to work. So that aloneness, we have a double aloneness that points me to that maybe it's time to move on. But entertainment purposes only, by the way. Entertainment purposes only. Never make a relationship decision based upon a fat man reading cards on the internet. So I'm just saying. We have the double aloneness. It doesn't look good for the relationship. We have 2 problems with the relationship. The distance that you feel. It almost feel like you just can't communicate. We have a bunch of problems. So what is this? It was interrupted. Lots of problems. No contact. Well, there you go. So, you know, not much you can do about it. Not much you can do about it. You're helpless in the situation. So if you stay, I mean, you definitely need to learn to be disconnected emotionally to where it's not just eating into you. You know, I mean, we have some people that come on the channel that they don't get a lot of contact. They're sort of semi-ghosted and whatnot, and they just like, whatever, I'm doing my own thing. So if that's you, then that's okay. But if you're coming on here asking me a question and asking my opinion, it just seems like you're already alone. So you are already in an alone situation. You're already in a helpless situation. It just seems that that's going to be a problem long term. Somebody actually loves you. Somebody is passionate about you. Somebody is just enamored with you and in love with you. We shouldn't get into situations like that. Just my personal opinion there, right? Just my personal opinion there. So there we go. All right. All of your neighbors. Okay. So we have Aussies and we have Texans. Now the Texans are representing tonight. I'm just saying. We got 2 Texans in chat. Feel the urge to buy more paints too. That, the struggle about buying paints, the struggle is real. It is. It is. So Angie wants a nurse tarot deck. That'd be great. Okay, gonna go to Etsy. Okay, well, cool. Let's see. So Kayla can make Wolfie a mod. I did. Let's see. What's upset? They closed the beach. They shouldn't be closing the beach. That's so terrible. Yeah, you have that weird situation to where, okay, so here's the corona. Here's the corona analysis. You have this odd situation. On this side of the pendulum, you have safety. We have safety. And on this side of the pendulum, we have money. So safety or money, you can't have both. So ideally, you want to be like in the middle to where I can earn some money and I have a little bit of safety. But if you're all set and you're good with money, now you're going to lean way over here on the safety. Because you got money, you're all set for money. So let's stay locked down until 2025. So let's do completely safe. But if you don't have any money, you need a job, you can't find a job, now you're leaning over here. You're sacrificing some safety for more money. So you sort of so everybody is in a different space with the swing between safety and money. And different states are doing different things with that. So some want money. Let's do Vegas, for example. Let's do money. And then some want safety. Let's do New York, for example. Let's stay locked down California or, anything like that. So it's hard to find that sweet spot in between there. It depends on what is your comfort level for this or that. So, yep. Okay, all this isolation isn't good for people's mental health. Indeed. CM, welcome. Hey, how's it going? Wheel of Fortune, greeting from Oz. Greeting for you as well. DW Space Odyssey, how does it? DW, we have 3 Texans in chat. We got DW, we got Tarot Magician, and we got me. So we got 3 Texans active in chat. There we go. Does anybody have a question? I'm just sitting here talking about safety and money. Currently in India. There you go. That's awesome. I know India is locked down somewhat. I do work with some individuals from India, and they say that they're locked down. And but luckily, in IT, you can work from home. So as far as safety and money, if you can work from home, you're going to lean a little bit more in that safety range. Is the deck on Etsy, This Might Hurt Tarot? No, the deck on Etsy is the Echoes of Nature. The Echoes of Nature is the deck that's on Etsy, in case you want it. All right, Emily Ann, general reading. We got the triple Alzi, and am I moving this year, July? Well, check that out. Check out Am I Moving This Year? That sounds fun. All right, so that's RSEJ. Am I moving this year? Is my daughter safe when she is with the ex and the boyfriend? Let's check that out too. All right, so moving this year, I would like to use Bonefire Tarot. Bonefire Tarot would be pretty good for this. This is the Bonefire Tarot, by the way. And I put it right under the chat where you can't see it. Clayton, what's going on? Go to music school in the fall. What kind of roommate should I look for? One that likes music. Maybe? Well, let's see about that. All right, so for now, let's do about moving this year from RSEJ. So RSEJ, where are you on the safety money pendulum there? Are you all the way on safety? You all the way on money? Because Vegas sounds like they're opening really soon. The mayor volunteered for them to be a control group. So see how that works out. See how that goes. Okay, so where are we going with this about moving? The 7 of Coins, the 4, the Temperance, and the Hanged Man. Hanged Man is kind of an interesting one. I think that you have an opportunity to move, but you just don't take it. think that you have an opportunity to move, but you just decide not to take it. It's almost like something last minute comes up. It's something logistical to where you're just not too happy about something, but you do have some sort of an opportunity, but it just ends up just doesn't work out the way that you want it, basically. So that's basically the reading. The Four of Swords are taking a rest, taking a break, figuring out if we should do something that we should do something like that. Bartender, I'm on open back up. Yeah, that's true. That's true. If you're, and yeah, that's going to be a hard one. That's going to be one of the last ones to open. Bartender is going to be one of the last ones to open. That's going to be unfortunate. Depends on what state if you're in a blue state, that's going to be a long time. So are you on furlough or did you just get laid off completely? So we have this decision not to go. Jezebel, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. How we have a little fun tomorrow. How do we all have a little fun tomorrow? There you go. The Seven of Coins, you have this opportunity to move. It's almost like this planting or designing or some strategy for moving and whatnot. Temperance, it's not mixing well. You decide not to move, but we do have an opportunity to move, but you end up just not doing it. I think that you're looking for a better situation than what you were offered. That's sort of good and bad at the same time. But I mean, overall, you know, I think you just end up, you're furloughed. Yeah, furlough is kind of a weird thing. All right. At least furloughed and they didn't fire you. JVT. Have a little fun tomorrow. How do we all do that? There we go. All right. Let's see. What do we? What does have a little? I was going to say it. I'm going to say it already. You already knew it was coming out. The Playful Heart Tarot. The Playful Heart Tarot. There you go. Antonella. I'm trying to get a job in the next month. Waiting to reopen the frontier. Okay. So it sounds like Antonella. You are. You're leaning towards the money. You're leaning towards that money side, sounds like. Unfortunately, you can't really get both. Like you can't just sit at home and have the government pay for everything and make the same salary that you're making now. You probably get unemployment. You can probably get a little money, but you're not going to be making, 6 figures sitting at home. So then you're just barely paying bills, you're barely eating, but you don't have to work. So now you're on the safety side, I guess. Or now you're on the money side because now you want money. I don't know. All depends on the personal preference of the individual. I was made redundant 3 days ago to Corona, even though it's over here, restrictions are reducing. Oh my, that's not good at all. Yeah, how does somebody be made redundant? That just doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good at all. How can we have a little fun? The wheel, get back in the day-to-day routine. Get back in the day-to-day routine. Don't let everything completely kill your day-to-day routine. Find some fun things you can do. The Wheel of Fortune. Find some fun things, some colorful things, maybe a bit of that watercolor action, maybe a bit of, do some colored pencils or just do something fun as far as a day-to-day routine and do it every day so that you have a little bit of fun or you have a little bit of entertainment every day and all of that good stuff. The Hierophant, make sure to follow the rules as you're doing the fun. Hierophant's very rule-oriented or structured type oriented as well. So how can we do that? We can get the Hierophant and make sure we have a sort of a structured thing as well. Follow the rules. Don't go out and just go wild and whatnot. The Five of Cups. Don't be too upset. Don't focus on negative things and don't focus on things that are just going to bring you down. So worrying about what happens tomorrow or worrying about this or worrying about that. Worrying does not actually get you accomplished anything and just a complete waste of time. It ends up giving you an ulcer eventually. So it's just not something that you want to do. So don't worry, be happy. So don't worry. Make sure to follow what rules and whatnot that you have, but get the Wheel of Fortune, put some fun in there and make it a day-to-day routine, not just a one-time thing. Make it a day-to-day routine. Get a little colored pencil, some Crayola, some watercolor, some gouache, some oil paint. Just do something and have some fun with all of that. And the Three of Pentacles, don't put too much work into having fun. Just make it, in other words, don't try to structure it out. Don't try to make it too serious. Don't try to make it something that's very, you know, very structured and serious and formal. Just have fun. The Three of Pentacles being the work and show it off. So make sure if you do some work, show it off on your social media. So, hey, I'm just playing around, having some fun. And here is what that all looks like. Don't worry, be happy indeed. There we go. So working, I'm an artist, so work means paint. Well, you know, there is that. There is that. If you're a full-time artist, that's not working. That's the way you do it. They'll play the guitar on the MTV. You're welcome. You're part of the community. There you go. Okay, no tourists, no work, no money. Indeed, safety. There you go. Gotta look after our pack. I made redundant 3 days ago to Corona, even though it's over here. That is not good at all. What other questions we have? Florida and furloughed. Any insights what's coming up for me? Just fitting. Sounds like an extended date on order. Find out tomorrow, I think. Okay. So let's see. Nexus wants to know any insights as to what's coming up. Let's check that out. Then let's get out of here. There's going to be an ending soon screen there. All right. Nexus, what's coming up for me? There we go. What is coming up for you, Nexus? Let's see what's happening there. All right, for this one, let's do a Don't Worry, Be Happy deck of no, let's do the Light Seers. We'll do the Light Seers Tarot. I'm giving away a Light Seers Tarot tomorrow on the channel, by the way. So tune in to check out the Light Seers Tarot. There you go. Here's the actual deck I'm giving away. Tune in tomorrow. Got a video, so I'm giving away this. So basically, you can comment on the video, and I'll have Google pick a random number, and whoever's closest to Google's random number gets the deck. Need to be in the USA, though, because I don't want to pay $40 for shipping. All right, let's see that. Must be my age, a lot of references. Probably. So you get it free. You get it free. USA only. Sorry. I know everybody's overseas. And if I could ship it to you for cheap, I would, but I can't. So, yeah, there is that. There is that. All right. Let's check it out and see what we got going on. What is coming up for the Nexus? What is coming up for the Nexus? Wasn't the Nexus in Star Trek Generations? Wasn't the Nexus that place where everybody was just pure joy? Or, yeah, it was. It was a Nexus. Where the place of pure joy. Lauren C., what's going on? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, the Nexus. There you go. All right. The world. I think that you have more possibilities than you're currently aware of. You have more possibilities that you're currently aware of. One of which is going to be the Ten of Swords. Sort of almost this recurring, or it's almost like this recurring bad news that you have. You have something that's sort of recurring bad news, and you occasionally encounter it, and it's something that sort of gets you down, and it seems like you're just trying to shake it or trying to get away from it. The world into the Ten of Swords, so it's recurring bad news. But I think that you have more options with that. You have more things that you can do to sort of circumvent some of this, circumvent a bit of this. And we're looking at the Emperor. You have that power. You have the ability to sort of get through this a bit of a different way, or maybe sneak by a bit of a different way. So whatever the recurring thing is that you have that sort of brings you down and gets you sort of out of state, gets you sort of in a bad mood and whatnot. I think there's a way around it. There's a way to sort of fix it. Is actually called that as well. So the World is a very good card. It means that we do have some better things upcoming, or we do have some things to where you do have some more options, or you do have some more possibilities. And it's sort of an expansion card. It's almost like a Jupiter card, where you have these possibilities that you haven't really seen before, and they're sort of coming up as you go along, and that's gonna be a good thing for you. So there you go. All right. Anyway, yeah, with the Light Seers Tarot, I am actually giving this away tomorrow. So this is the one that has the printing defect, but you really can't see it. If you see these little marks right here, you can't really see it. I mean, I'm literally going to have to get like right here. So you see that. That is the printing defect. So if you're okay with that, and that's the only defect, then you'll be okay with the deck. You can sort of see it on the other side. You can see the little like that. Let's straighten it out. Anyway, and then some cards are not exactly even. Some cards are not exactly even up here. But other than that, that's it. Other than that, it's perfect. So, and it's free. Okay. All right. Let's zoom back in and get to our last question of the evening, which is, does he want to reconcile? Let's see about that. Lauren C., thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. LC. Does he want to reconcile? Star Trek. I remember Ryza. That was the one that the lieutenant commander or whatever always got excited about. Let's do the wheel for that one. Let's do the wheel, the golden wheel. Here we go. I've been on the fence for the Light Seers also. Well, there you go. Well, DW Space Odyssey, come tomorrow and make a comment on the video. So it's going to be a random number between 1 and 100. And whoever picks the closest gets it. But you can only pick one. Don't spam with like 50 numbers, because I'll delete all of them except the first one. A trim and an edge. Yeah, I'm not really sure anybody would ever really want to be fixing it. That's one of the defects that's so small that I'm not really sure anybody would be excited about fixing it. But hey, if you want to, sure. I read with it for a while. So anyway, there's that. There's that. Do they want to reconcile or not? That's not good. That's sort of good. That's not good. And that's sort of good. Okay, we have an in-between. It seems like there's more of complexity than a simple yes or no question here. So let's see about that. The Ten of Swords, there was something that hit kind of hard. That's a rough card. That's a rough card. That's like you ask someone's opinion and they start yelling at you, you know? So you're asking their opinion and they just start going off and yelling for no reason. So it's like, I wanted your opinion, but you know, can you just chill out a bit? Can you chill out a bit? So there is that. The Ten of Swords is a rough card. Something happened that broke it up and it's a bit rough and you're going to have to sort of get through that. And it could be a painful situation. Could be something you have to bring it up. It could be something that immediately activates. It could be something that immediately activates again. And now you're back to square one in this weird, uncomfortable place where you just don't really know. Witty, just anything, whatever, man. You just don't know, you know, what you're going to do next. So the Ten of Swords. The Six of Cups, I do think that they do want to reconcile. And we say that for a couple of reasons. Let's sort of go over what the reasons are for this. They want things back that they had. Now, the Four of Pentacles, a lot of times we'll see people just hanging on for dear life to their pentacles. And that sounds dirty, but you know, they're hanging on to their pentacle. That still sounds dirty. They're hanging on to their possessions. And one of the translations from this, or one of the keywords for this, is trying to get back what you had before. So the Four of Wheels, trying to get back what we had before. It's really pointing to, yes, they want to reconcile. The Knight of Wands, a double fire. They want some action in this area. They want some action in this area. They don't want it just to sit. They want some action. They want to sort of run up and get that things done. So the Knight of Wands, the double fire element, they don't sit around. They do want some action towards this. The Six of Cups is a very family, a mutual contact, a mutual connection, right, between two people. You have this loving, if you go the right way, the Six of Cups is this loving feel to where they're handing cups to each other, and it's a family thing. Witty, thank you so much. I appreciate your donation. It's a family thing, so they want that family back. They want that connection back as well. So we have a lot of things. Now, the Ten of Swords points to this may not be the easiest thing in the world to do because of the severity of the break or because of lingering things from the break. So yes, we have three cards that say yes, yes, and yes. So hopefully everything works out. Witty, I appreciate that, man. Witty wants to know, does the G want to we have two reconciliations in a row. So we can actually just edit this and say, does G, and then say witty screen name. Does G want that or not? See, we just edited the other one. We have another reconciliation for this one. For this one, that's, I don't know. I get a good feeling about this. We want to go with a Hobbit. No. We want to go with the Dark Mansion. The Dark Mansion. It has been a minute since we've had the Dark Mansion on this table, and I do miss it. I do miss it a lot. We need to throw this down on the table and get cereal with it. We need to get cereal with this Dark Mansion. All right. With this awkward silence as I shuffle the deck. But yeah, there is that. There is that. Anybody want to see the money trick? No, I think everybody's burned out on the money trick at this point. I mean, I'm just saying right now. Okay, so let's figure out about another reconciliation, see what we're going to do with all of that. 2 of Wands. Now that's interesting. The Fool. That's interesting. 8 of Swords and the Page of Cups. That's not so interesting. We sort of have a no. I mean, we sort of have a no here. We have a bit of a no. So there we go. The 2 of Wands. Dominion. The Dominion card. The crossing of the 2 fire elements. I'm ready to get cereal. There you go. Getting cereal. What is everyone's favorite cereal? I liked Frosted Mini Wheats. I gotta say, it's because it was like eating a loaf of bread. I mean, this is back when I was fat, so you know, take it as is. A lot of cereals you get like Count Chocula or something. It's like the same. It's like one flavor. And it's just way too much of that one flavor, right? And you have that in a lot of cereals. But Frosted Mini Wheats, it's like eating a big hunk of bread that's in milk that tastes pretty good. I liked it. I love it because of the frosted, obviously. You know, if you just ate it without the frosting, that kind of defeats the whole thing. I mean, I'm just saying, I like the complexity of it. Because I'm a Virgo and I'm weird. I mean, I'm just saying. All right, the 2 of Wands. We're back to, yeah, see, Witty's got my back on the Frosted Mini Wheats. Lucky Charms. Oh, that was so sugary, man. Oh, Lucky Charms is so sugary, though. I mean, I can feel like my blood index or whatever it's called, my blood sugar. I can just feel it like capping out when I'm eating that. Honey Smacks. Those are, Reese's Puffs are good, too. Yeah, oh man, look, that's so sugary though. Raisin Bran was pretty good too. The problem with Raisin Bran, if it was in the milk more than like 30 seconds, the Raisin Bran, it's done. It's done. It's just like this soggy sewage, a sweet soggy sewage. I mean, Raisin Bran, if it's sitting there for more than like 30 seconds. So, okay, all right, back to the normal scheduled programming. 2 of Wands, Dominion, the crossing of the 2 elements of fire. We do have the crossing of that fire. I think that we had a situation to where it was butting heads. We had this butting heads situation thing going on to where we had this disagreement and things are there and we're going to keep the faith. So move on, release G or keep the faith. Okay, so we have a combo here. Do you want to reconcile or not? All right, anyway, but we have a butting heads against that, and the butting heads sort of means that it's going to be sort of difficult to get that back. The Fool, we don't really want to take the journey. The Fool sort of gives you this reconciliation death right here with the Fool. I mean, I'm just saying, with the Fool. Being upside down means we don't want to take that journey. We don't want to walk off the cliff. We don't want to take the risk at this point. Ace of Swords, I think they would like to talk. Talk it out, maybe turn into a friend or something, or just sort of have something, even like a, just sort of figuring out what's happening or something light-hearted, maybe, some social media, but not like a full reconciliation. Ace of Swords, they do want a bit of that communication. They do want a bit of sort of keeping in touch, but not formally and not like heavily. Does it make sense? The Page of Cups is our other indicator that we're sort of on the death of this. We have a death, not literally. We have a no, and a no. The Page of Cups is the very emotional, type person. Loves talking about emotion, and they're hurt easily. When it's upside down, they're hurt really, really easily. They're very, very hurt easily. It's almost like they're a bit too emotional, wearing the emotions on their sleeve. You got a bit too much of that. Hecate's crossing. Hello, how's it going? But this sort of indicates that they're not going to be able to handle that butting of heads that we have over here again. They're not just going to be able to do it. So the sort of points to, let's not reconcile, basically. Long reading for a reconciliation. I do realize that, but I also realize that I have the Hobbit Tarot. I have the Hobbit Tarot, and everybody loves the Hobbit Tarot for Witty Screen Names' next question, which was, should I move on, release G, or keep the faith? Keep the faith or move on. So based upon the last reading, I think we're going to get move on. Because the last reading sort of had that bit of a, the emotions on our sleeve, a bit of a negativity, that crossing of the 2 wands, and may be a bit difficult with that. The Fool upside down, but we'll see. Let's check it out and do one more. We are out of here. All right. Okay, there we go. So the Hobbit Tarot, this is trimmed, by the way, in case you wonder what's going on. That's a lot of upside down cards. So yeah, we're saying, not so much. We're saying not so much here. So the question is, should I move on, release G, or keep the faith? It looks like a release. We got some negative stuff here. The 2 of Cups reversed is just not a good groove. It's not a good feel here. And we're bookending that with the Heartbreak card of the 3 of Swords, which is right side up. That's not a good feel as well. It's just the emotional connection may not be there anymore. The Ace of Cups reversed. The King of Wands, with this sort of that air of fire. We have that interesting aspect of the King of Wands to where they like to get organized, but they just never do anything with it. And when we're reversed, we're really looking at some challenges here, getting anything back running and going on. It looks like they just take the 3 of Swords feel, take that heartbreak and move on, give up and keep on moving. Again, the 2 of Cups upside down as well points to, yeah, maybe it's not going to work out, especially with the Ace of Cups, that new beginning, that new feel, that connected feel that we have from that ace is just not there. We have a lot of indicators, nothing but bad indicators here. So it may be time to just release G and release the faith. It looks like that could be a bit of a hindrance there. But anyway, that is me, and I am out of here. Again, if you would like the Echoes of Nature Oracle, that is on Etsy, and use the word echoes for 15% off. I have 14 more of these, and then you will never see it again. And then you can sell it on eBay for a high price. There you go. You just say it's out of print, because there's no version 2, there's no reprints, there's no nothing. Once it's gone, it is out of here. This is the Echoes of Nature. This is my deck, and it is available on Etsy. Go check it out. I got 14 more. See you next time.